In 2025, the economic performance of African countries is shaped by factors such as resource management, industrialization, innovation, and demographic growth. This research focuses on the 50 richest African countries, their population and net worth 2025. We begin at the 54th spot, being São Tomé and Príncipe. The country's population this year reads 242,000, with a GDP of approximately $864 million. Moving on to number 53, we have Comoros, with over 910,000 people in terms of population and a GDP of approximately $1.5 billion. Proceeding to number 52 is Eritrea, with a population of over 3 million citizens and a GDP of approximately $2 billion. Counting down to number 51 is Seychelles, a small island nation with a population of 102,000 and an estimated GDP of $2.2 billion this year. Coming in at the 50th spot, we find Guinea-Bissau, holding a population of over 2 million citizens and an economy valued at approximately $2.3 billion. Lesotho secures the 49th position on the list today, with a population exceeding 2 million and a GDP of approximately $2.4 billion this year. Next, at number 48, we have Gambia. The country has a population of just over 2 million and an estimated GDP at $2.77 billion. Cabo Verde holds the 47th position on the list, recording a population of 514,000 people and a GDP close to $2.8 billion. Occupying number 46 is the Central African Republic, with a population surpassing 5 million people and a GDP of approximately $2.9 billion. South Sudan takes 45th place on the list, recording a population of over 15 million citizens and a GDP valued at approximately $4 billion currently. Progressing to the 44th position, Djibouti shows a population of just over 1 million people and a GDP of approximately $4.6 billion. Moving on to number 43 is Liberia, with a population of over 5 million people and an economy generating a GDP of $5.2 billion this year. Eswatini ranks 42nd on the list today, maintaining a population above 1 million citizens and generating a GDP of approximately $5.5 billion. Burundi comes at the 41st spot on the list, holding a population of over 13 million people and recording a GDP of approximately $6.7 billion. Ranked 40th on the list is Sierra Leone, maintaining a population exceeding 9 million people and an economy valued at approximately $8.4 billion this year. Counting down to number 39, we have Togo, recording a population of over 9 million people and a GDP of approximately $10 billion currently. Mauritania sits at number 38 on the list, with a population exceeding 4 million citizens and a GDP of around $11.5 billion in 2025. Equatorial Guinea secures the 37th position on the list, with over 1 million people in terms of population and a GDP of approximately $12.7 billion. Somalia takes 36th place on today's list, supported by a population of over 16 million people and a GDP valued at approximately $13 billion. Coming in at number 35, we have Malawi, which has a population of over 24 million citizens and a GDP of about $14 billion this year. Namibia holds the 34th position on the list, with a population of over 3 million people and an economy generating a GDP of approximately $14.2 billion. Rwanda ranks 33rd on the list today, home to over 14 million people and an economy generating a GDP of approximately $14.8 billion currently. Next, at number 32, stands the Republic of Congo. The country is home to over 6 million people and a GDP reaching an estimated $15.3 billion. Proceeding to number 31, we have Mauritius, maintaining a population of just over 1 million citizens and a GDP of approximately $15.5 billion. Madagascar sits at the 30th spot on the list, recording a population of over 31 million people and a GDP estimate of $18.7 billion this year. Occupying number 29 on the list is Chad, maintains a population of over 18 million citizens with a GDP reaching an estimated $18.8 billion. Botswana ranks 28th on the list, holding a population exceeding 2 million people and a GDP worth approximately $19.4 billion. Gabon stands at the 27th position with a population of just over 2 million citizens and an estimated GDP of $20.4 billion. Counting down to the 26th position is Niger, recording a population over 29 million citizens and a GDP of approximately $21.9 billion. Benin takes the 25th spot on the list today, with a population of more than 14 million people and a GDP estimated at $22.2 billion this year. Progressing to number 24, we have Mali, which has a population exceeding 24 million people and a GDP estimated at $23.2 billion currently. Coming in at number 23, we have Mozambique, with a population of over 35 million people and an economy valued at approximately $23.8 billion. Burkina Faso sits at the 22nd position on the list, home to more than 24 million citizens and sustaining a GDP of approximately $27.1 billion. Next, at number 21, we have Zambia, holds a population of over 21 million citizens with an economy generating a GDP estimate of $29 billion. Guinea sits at the 20th place today, recording a population exceeding 15 million citizens and a GDP estimated at $30.1 billion this year. Sudan secures the 19th spot on the list, with a population of over 50 million people and an economy producing a GDP of approximately $31.5 billion. Moving on to number 18, we have Senegal, maintains a population exceeding 19 million citizens and a GDP estimated at $34.7 billion currently. Zimbabwe takes the 17th position on the list, sustaining a population of more than 17 million people and an economy valued at $38.2 billion. Libya comes in at the 16th spot today, holding a population of over 6 million people and generating a GDP of approximately $47.5 billion. Proceeding to number 15 is Cameroon. The country records a population of more than 30 million citizens and a GDP standing at an estimated $56 billion. Tunisia is ranked 14th on the list today, with a population of over 12 million citizens and an economy producing a GDP of approximately $56.3 billion. Uganda secures the 13th spot on the list, housing a population of more than 48 million people and an economy estimated at $64.3 billion. Ranked number 12 on the list is Democratic Republic of the Congo, with over 106 million citizens and a GDP of approximately $79.1 billion. Tanzania occupies the 11th spot on the list, sustaining a population of 67 million people and an economy worth an estimated $86 billion this year. Counting down to the 10th spot, we find Ghana. The country maintains a population exceeding 35 million and a GDP estimated at $88.3 billion. Côte d'Ivoire takes 9th place on the list, hosting over 32 million citizens and a GDP of approximately $94.5 billion. Angola is ranked 8th on the list today, with a population of more than 39 million people and an economy producing approximately $113.3 billion. Next, at number 7, we have Ethiopia, holding a population of over 110 million people and a GDP of approximately $117.5 billion currently. Kenya sits at number 6 on the list. The country houses more than 53 million people and boasts a GDP estimate of $131.7 billion this year. We proceed to number 5, being Morocco, a nation that records a population of over 37 million citizens and sustains a GDP estimate of $165.8 billion. Nigeria stands at the 4th position, with Africa's largest population exceeding 233 million people, and its GDP this year is approximately $188.3 billion. Algeria ranks 3rd on the list today, hosting a population of more than 47 million citizens and sustaining a GDP of approximately $268.9 billion. Progressing to number 2 is Egypt. The country maintains a population of over 109 million citizens and a GDP standing at $347.3 billion. Finally, at the number 1 spot, we have South Africa, with a population of over 64 million people and generating the highest GDP estimate of $410.3 billion this year. Kindly drop your country flag with a love emoji in the comments section. If our content interests you, Kindly click on the subscription button and the bell close to it to get notified when we drop a new video. We love you. See you on the next video. Bye.